Alright guys, welcome back. We got a lot of snacks to try, so we're gonna jump right into it. I'm by myself making the video today, so excuse the quality. The first thing I got is Bubs Sweet Oval Banana Toffee. There's 6 servings per container, and that's 100 calories per serving. And there's 4 pieces in one serving. So, little guys. Look like little footballs. That's a sweet banana taste. And it's really chewy. No, I like that. Bubs is a Target brand, or we find them at Target. I like those a lot actually. That's a good little snack. I'll give those a 8.2. I would definitely buy those again. Really good for like a new movie kind of snack, if you know what I mean. The next thing I have is Better Goods, and these are gummy kangaroos. There's 5 servings per container. Serving size is 4 pieces, and that's 100 calories per a serving. If you've watched our videos, you know I really like Better Goods. I don't know if the kangaroos have different flavors. I don't think they do. So they have strawberry and mango. The red ones are definitely more sweet. The yellow ones are more mango-y. They're not bad. For a plain gummy, that's better than like the normal gummy bears. Because I like these so much, I'm gonna give these a 9.5. The only thing I have a problem with is they're hard as hell to find. But if you find them, it's worth it. By the way, I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I have a whole Target bag full of candy to try. You're the problem, not me. The next thing I have is also Better Goods. This is the summer gummy cockatoos. Strawberry and raspberry apricot flavors. 5 servings per container. 3 pieces is 1 serving, and that's 80 calories per a serving. Ooh, those are pretty big actually. They're decently sour. The taste is definitely there. It's super sweet sour. Not super sweet sour. Super tasty. I like the kangaroos better though. So I'm gonna rate those I'm gonna give those an 8 because they're not bad. They're a little bit sour, but I wouldn't turn my nose to them. Oh, we're back to the Bubs. The next thing I have is the Sour Diamond Strawberry Vanilla Bubs. 4 pieces per a serving, 5 servings per container, 100 calories per a serving. They're pretty big too, actually, but they're diamond. That's not bad. It's just super chewy. A little bit of strawberry, but the cockatoos are more sour than the diamonds. So, sour-wise, I like the Better Goods. Taste-wise, out of the sours, I like the Bubs better. The next thing I have is also Bubs, and it's Sour Scalies, lemon raspberry. 6 servings per container, 4 pieces is 1 serving, and that's 100 calories per a serving. Not as big, but definitely a skull. I think it's supposed to have crossbones, but I only see the skull. The lemon's really strong. That's definitely the best one. So it's these cockatoos and then diamonds. I'm gonna give these a 9. I would definitely buy these over the other two. Bubs, I don't know who you are. I guess you're a Target brand. I don't know. That's where we found you. You're pretty damn good. There's so many things in here. I just don't know where to start. We're gonna try this. The Reese's Red Velvet. This is also at Target. 210 calories per serving, 410 calories per a container. So that means there's 2 servings per a container. Yeah. I'm also on baby duty right now. There you go. Red on the top, brown on the bottom, Reese's. They made the top chocolate a little bit stronger. I guess the red is supposed to be the velvet. It's just sweeter, but that's pretty good. I'd buy that again. I hope that becomes a forever thing. I hope that's not a one-time thing. I'll give that an 8.5 because they were expensive too. I think they were $3.29 at Target. So the next thing I have is a 4D gummy, and this was a lot of Targets. Crystal Jewels, 4-in-1, 2 textures, 2 flavors, soft inside, crunchy outside. Oh. 3 servings per container, 8 pieces is 1 serving. That's 110 calories per a serving. And I don't know how this is about to go if it's crunchy on the outside. Little cube guy. So I guess this is going to be the mango strawberry. They also have a grape, green apple, and a blueberry grape. So the mango strawberry has a really weak taste, but it's crunchy and chewy. It's weird. That was a blueberry grape. I don't see the grape green apple, but it's a weird texture. I don't dislike it, but I don't see myself buying these again. It's 4D. It's really crunchy and chewy. I'll give it an 8.2 because it is what it says it's supposed to be, and it's like little ice cubes. Neat concept, not for me. Oh. The next thing I have is Pillable Sour Sweet Mix. Pillable gummies. Pillable. 4 servings per container. 6 pieces is 1 serving, and that's 110 calories per a serving. So, this is a sour strawberry. The sour strawberry is actually pretty sour. It's more sour than the cockatoos for sure. I don't really get the concept of the pill because I always see it's just sticky. The strawberry is more sour than the one I just had, which was the sour green grape, and this is the blueberry guy. These are pretty good. These aren't as good as the kangaroos, but they are good. I like the pillables. I just don't like the concept of having to pill your candy gummies. I think it's weird. Like, it was neat at first, but then it just, I'll give it an 8. It's not bad. It's a good gummy. I don't think I'd go out of my way for them, though. Oh, now I have Original Juicy Drop Gummy Mystery Cubes. Mystery gummy inside. One shows a hippo. 5 servings per container. Serving size is 4 pieces and 90 calories per a serving. We got these at Target. I don't remember how much they were, but they definitely look neat. But there's no animal inside. I don't know if you can. Looks like just liquid inside. That was green apple, no real flavor. That was cherry, no real flavor. I'm not too impressed with those. I'll give that a 4. I don't think it's worth the time. It seems like a cool concept, but I don't think you need to waste your money because the flavoring is not good. The taste is just, it's a weird rubber. I guess it's a weird gummy. Ooh, those are strong. These are another pillables, but this is the watermelon one. 4 servings per container, 6 pieces, 1 serving. That's 110 calories. Oh, see, and I like these better, but they look very cheaply made. I guess that's how it pills. And then you have a little red pillable guy. Weird concept. They taste like cheap, crappy watermelon. That is definitely a 2. Awful taste, awful. And anyways, I forgot. About half a bag of gummies for these, and I want to say these were like $4 because you're buying the name brand of the Pillies, which is ridiculous. And see, here we go again. I have another pills, but this one's cotton candy grape. 4 servings per container, 6 pieces, 1 serving, and 110 calories per a serving. See, no taste there. Not a very good gummy at all. I'll give that a 2 as well. The next thing I have is also from Target, but these are a Swedish recipe. It's Swedish candy soccer bite. Sour and fruity heart gummies. So 2.5 servings per container, 4.5 pieces is 1 serving, and that's 102 calories. Where do we get the 2? Why couldn't we just round it up? So, little hearts. That is oddly good, actually. Nicely sour. Not over sour, but nicely sour. Good candy smell. Smells like sour gummies. Better than the Skolables and better than the Cockatoos by Better Goods. Soccer Bite. I might have. Oh, and you were founded in 2010. Yeah, I give that a 9.5. That's pretty good, actually. Same brand again, but these are foamy strawberry cream. 2.5 servings per container, 3.5 pieces is 1 serving, and that's 100 calories. So they got this calorie thing fixed, but they didn't fix the odd number of pieces. Like, how am I gonna know if I'm on the road if I'm only gonna eat 3.5? Oh, well, that is not what I expected. It is like a little phone. It tastes like a foamy strawberry. Um, is it for me? No, but I wouldn't turn away from it. I I'll give it a 7 because it's not bad, but it's not something I would personally go out of my way for. But I could see someone being fascinated with it. Really good smell, but Soccer Bite might have to try you out more often. So we already tried one of these. This is another one of those Juicy Drop gummy mystery cube with the crunchy and soft bull crap that they had going on, and there's supposed to be an animal inside. Um, Gummy cube outside pill and reveal. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't see any way that's revealed into anything. And these are supposed to be, I guess, sharks, turtles, and hippos. And this is that's a good question. It's orange. Yeah, it's still a very good question. These are also orange. And, probably need to record if I'm going to try to... Holy crap, I got an animal out. I got a hippo. Oh, so it's actually a hippo in there. It's a good taste, but I don't think I'd buy those again. Not a good taste, I'm sorry. It was a cool feature that it was a hippo, but the taste is very cheaply made, and it's very relevant that it's cheaply made. The next thing I got, I didn't realize I had another Reese's thing in here. I would have mix matched them. I have the Oreo Reese's, the actual Reese's and Oreo mix box. 2 cookies is 1 serving. That's 140 calories per a serving. And love peanut butter and love Reese's. So, normal Oreo, normal. It's just peanut butter cream. It's always different. A lot of chewing. Not bad. Definitely never enough peanut butter, but even on a peanut butter sandwich, there's never enough peanut butter. Oreo, keep those around. 9 out of 10. Recommend, would go out of my way. Actually, 9.5. I would go out of my way for those. The next thing I have is another Soccer Bite, but this is sour gummy mix. 102 calories per serving again. 6 pieces, 1 serving, and 2.5 servings per container. Where are we getting this to? So, it's just a circle, an orange circle. That's not bad. And it's about half a bag every time. But they're little guys. Not as good as the other one we had by them, the Sour Fruity Hearts. But still good. It might be top 10 sour gummies. Maybe even top 5. Definitely not the best I've ever had, but not far from the worst. And one of the better ones tonight. I would get those again. If you go to Target, definitely try the Soccer Bite. I'm not sponsored, but if they want to pay me or send me free candy, I'll eat it. The next thing I have is Hershey's Kisses Snickerdoodles. Flavored white cream with cookie bites, naturally and artificially flavored. 6 servings per container. Serving size is 7 pieces. That's 160 calories per a serving. And as you would expect with Kisses, they're in Kisses form. I don't ever like how they wrap these because there's always a piece of these showing. You know? That's a good snickerdoodle. That's a good little kiss. I'd give that an 8. That's not bad. That's a good snickerdoodle. Really good, and it had a crunch. That's my favorite part about it, actually. There wasn't many in the bag. It didn't look like it, but it's still a pretty big bag. But who else has ever bought Kisses in a bag like this? There's a fancy Christmas bag. Either way, I like the marketing. The next one I have is also Kisses, but this is a cafe mocha, milk chocolate with cafe mocha flavored cream. 6 servings per container. 7 pieces is 1 serving. That's 160 calories per a serving. But see, normal Kiss. But if you, I guess it's not gonna unblur for me, but there's always a piece of it showing. They can't ever get the aluminum on there right. That is a dark, heavy coffee taste. But the reason I'm opening up another one, there's a fudgy cream in there. Not just Chef Kisses, but Hershey Kisses. That's good. That's better than the Snickerdoodle one, by far. I would definitely buy these again, but I doubt they're gonna make these year round. But, you know, for Kisses, 9.8. It's almost perfect. It's just too sweet. That's the only issue. I guess that's a good issue to have. So, Lindor is the next one I have. This is a irresistible, smooth cinnamon swirl with white chocolate truffle. Oh, buddy. We're all good in the hood. 4 servings per container. 3 balls is 1 serving. That's 230 calories. And I don't remember where I got these from. I just know I like chocolate, and I got them. White ball with a weird top, like always, the nip. The cinnamon aftertaste is really strong in this. The chocolate's always smooth, like every one of these will ever always be. It's not as good as the pistachio one. That's probably my favorite one I've had in a while. That or the pumpkin spice. Definitely top notch though. I'll give it an 8.7. But with that brand, an 8 is almost disrespectful. So, the next thing I have is Sanders Small Batch Wonders White Chocolate Sea Salt Caramel. There's 5 servings per container, 2 pieces, 1 serving, and that's 190 calories. And apparently not all caramels are created equal. So, their words, not mine. It needs more chocolate, less chewy caramel. But I guess they like the caramel, and I like caramel. It's not bad. That's usually a pretty good brand. I'll give it a 7.2, but I wish I had more chocolate with the caramel, if that makes sense. Oh, and we didn't. Let me get this air out. Hey, buddy. Baby duty, and the baby's away. Pretty good sized bag. Good night. The next thing I have is the Sunny D Peeps. I don't know if this has been a thing. First time I think I've ever seen this. 4 servings per container. Serving size is 4 chicks, and that's 110 calories of pure sugary goodness. It smells like Sunny D. It smells like Sunny D. So, at the end, it's the same marshmallow like always with the Peeps, but there's definitely a taste of orange high C Sunny D. That's pretty good. Too much sugar for me though, but whew. That's Sunny D. Peeps, I'll give you a 9. You know, Merry Christmas. So the last thing I have, because we are at 26 minutes already on this video, is the Mod Baru, however you say it, Berry Cotton Candy Milk Chocolate Bar. 4 servings per container. Serving size is 1/4 of the bar, and that's 140 calories per a serving. Everybody's been talking about this stuff. $7 for 1 candy bar is crazy. And it's not too stringy. So, I mean, this was also at Target. Very cheap chocolate. It should not be $7. It has like a cheap Dollar Tree chocolate taste, if that makes sense. I'm gonna give that a 3. I do not recommend that. Taste and size and all that, not worth it. But that's all the candies I have to try today. Make sure you like, follow, comment, subscribe, and I always pick a winner for every video. And, you know, this is gonna be pretty hard actually, because there were so many good things. Yeah, he don't know what to think either. But I think I'm gonna go with my Skolables. They really did. No, you know what? Let's go wild. I'm gonna go with my Sour Heart Candies by Soccer Bit. However you say it, the Swedish candy. Good job, Sweden. I like your candy. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow for more. Thanks for watching.